Hello and welcome back to the garage. Today we're going to work on tensioning the belt on this John Deere 350 sickle mower. So without further ado, let's get into it. So if you're new to one of these mowers, your tensioning bolt is right here. This is actually just a random bolt I threw in a year or two ago. That is going to get swapped out because it is the wrong belt, or the wrong bolt I mean. I needed one in a quick fix last year, and that's what I did. First thing you need to do is you need to loosen up this bolt here. That's what kind of holds everything together. And I'm going to remove this bolt, and I'll show you the new John Deere one. All right, so I went ahead and got that tensioner, or the piece that holds it in place, loose. I want to look at the bolts for a second. So this is the one that Deere has for theirs. I had one like that on mine. It broke, so I threw a normal bolt in there. And here's why a normal bolt doesn't work, because you don't have enough threads to make everything tension as much as you possibly can. All that else is on there is a washer, and it's just, I have 3 of them. I don't know where the other 2 came from, so they're nothing crazy there. They're just thicker washers and a 1/2-inch nut. If a guy wanted to, you could probably make this out of a couple nuts and some all thread. However, I didn't want to do that, seeing how this was only $7. I don't know what a chunk of all thread costs, but for $7, a couple nuts and some welding, I just went this route. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's just kind of show you how this thing goes on. It's very simple. Obviously keep your nut there, your washer there. There's this plate here, which you can pull out if you need to clean it up or something, or replace it. And all it does is it just pushes against a pipe that's in there. I've got to get this in and then remind myself how this all honestly works. If you do it once, it makes sense. But if you're looking at it with never have done it before, or sitting here debating yourself, I'm gonna get a wrench on there. The way I think you have to look at it as is when it pushes down there, it pulls this up here, I believe. I gotta look at it again and make sure. And then when it pulls that piece this way, it tensions everything. But it doesn't make sense if you sit here and look at it, because you think when you're pushing it, it would do the opposite. It would pull this and push that way. But let me get my stuff on here and give it a whirl, and then I can explain it again better once I remind myself how this works. All right, so now that I've got it halfway tensioned, I remember how this all works now. So when you tighten it up here, essentially that plate in the bolt pushes this pipe out, which is what tensions this. You can tell I've moved it a little bit, not a ton, but this belt's kind of getting bad. Who knows, the next video might be replacing the belt, but I'm gonna go a little bit more. That's a little looser than I like. You don't want it tight enough to, like a banjo string. You don't want it as tight as a banjo string, but you do want it taut, I would say. That's not bad. A little loose still, but not terrible. But yeah, I'll go a little bit more, get this thing done, and then run your jam nut in all the way, and that'll hold it in place. So we get back on this once I finish this guy up. All right, so I got my the bolt that locks everything in tight. I've got my lock nut itself tight. Everything is 3/4 of an inch, and the belt, it's tight, but it's not too tight. So I'm pretty happy with that. Couple things that I do, that do you have to do it? I don't really know, to be honest with you. Like, I've got this thing sitting about where it would be if I was running it in the field. It settled a little bit since it's put its weight on the jack stand, but nothing crazy there. Do you have to do that? I don't know, but I like to have everything set to where it'd be when it's running, to make sure that it's all like it should be. Do you have to? Like I said, I don't know. So those nuts are all 3/4 of an inch, and that's it. Now, one thing I will say about down in here, where it actually slides. So I made that look incredibly easy. I think I adjusted this thing 2 years ago, or at least 2 seasons ago, and it was a massive pain. I don't remember what all I did to break that thing loose, other than a big hammer, probably some punches, and definitely a lot of penetrating lube. So I made that look easy. If yours hasn't been moved in 15, 20 years, like this one probably hadn't been when I got it. You're gonna fight it. It sucks, but that's part of it, I guess. And like I said, who knows? This belt is old. It is cracked. It hasn't gotten worse in the past 3-4 years, however long I've had this thing. So that's why I'm not changing it. Plus, I have a new belt already in case it does break. The belts are a little spendy. I think they're 50 or 70 bucks. I can't remember off the top of my head. But, sorry, it's very humid out right now. It actually just rained about 20 minutes ago, randomly downpoured. So we're definitely not mowing hay today, but good day to get some stuff fixed. I know I got a few guards to replace. But anyways, back like I was saying though, you might fight that. It might be awful. But once you get it broke loose, like this one, I've used it for another year and didn't have an issue. So that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Till the next one.